Hello, thank you for clicking onto my channel. Welcome to Komodo Tai Tarot. Before we begin, I would like to take this time to say a big thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. It just shows me that there are some people out there who resonate with the work that I do, with the readings that I do, and it just goes to show your support and your interest in my work. I'm so grateful for that, and thank you. Okay, let's move on to our disclaimer now. Aside from that, for those of you returning viewers, you would probably already know what the deal is with regards to tarot card reading. It's only for entertainment purposes for our new viewers here, to take it with a grain of salt. It's not meant to replace the advice of professionals in any way, shape, or form. It's just all fun and games. Coming on here, and if it resonates with you, great. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And with that aside, let's get into the reading. So for today, we are going to do reading for Virgo for the third month of July 18th through July 24th of 2021. And this is all encompassing, as you already know, for returning viewers, that it will highlight whatever spirit feels that should be the highlight for that particular week. For instance, one week it might be highlighting finances, other weeks it might be highlighting career, love, or your personal spiritual journeys and things like that, right? So it's all encompassing: love, career, finance, and personal growth. So let's see what the third week of July have in store for Virgos. Okay, Spirit teams, what messages do you have for our lovely Virgos for the third week of July 18th through July 24th of 2021? The good, the bad, and the ugly with regards to the love, career, finance, and personal growth. And we have Judgment. Okay, so some form of event is going to take place with regards to changes, perhaps maybe a change. There will be events coming up with regards to heartaches, relationships, possibly disappointment in career, work, and finance. Okay. But I'm sensing that this would be more related to romantic situations here. I feel perhaps you are going to be finding out some things about your significant other. And I also, for a select few, would be with relations to friendships or relationships with your family members. Okay, distant relatives, I hear, for some. So there will be some kind of event that will happen, that will occur, that's going to shed some light on some situation that you've been suspecting for quite some time. Okay, the Emperor. I see here that with the Emperor card, you will be this revelation is going to open your eyes and make you see life in a whole new perspective, to be more mature and to gain more clarity. I have the sense of feeling that you guys will be viewing or taking a look at this situation at a very objective point of view, or at a very objective standpoint here. I hear the word stern. Perhaps some of you need to practice your sternness, to carry yourself with a little bit more sternness, perhaps like to be more stern in the things that you say, to be like kind of putting your foot down with whatever situation is going on here. I hear like in the past, perhaps maybe you are a little bit too kind, too gentle with them. You want to take the soft approach. We also have the World. Okay, there are possibilities, new opportunities for you out there in the palms of your hand. And then we also have the Five of Pentacles. So with this Judgment card, I sense that it has to do with abandonment, a feeling of imbalance between relationships that you have with others. Okay, this could be with regards to romantic relationships, friendships, or within your own family dynamics here. Okay, you feel like you're let out in the cold. You're left in the cold, and you feel like you can't. You're very much in your head with this Eight of Swords here. All right. You feel as though you cannot release yourself from this situation, and you feel very trapped. You feel tied up, but you can though. The messages that is coming through is that you can release yourself from this. All right, because if you take a look at this woman here, she's tied up, yes, but it's just a regular ribbon. She could easily let herself go or get herself out of it, and take the blindfold off and untie herself quite easily and get out from that Eight of Swords energies. And that's what you need to do. But right now it just seems like you're so in your mind. But pretty soon I see that judgment is going to prevail for you. Like you will have your justice to this situation. Things will be resolved. You will come into, instead of being in your emotions, you're going to take a look at things in a more logical perspective. We do not want all of this. Okay, one at a time, please, Spirit. Your angels are watching over you. Okay. And we also have the Ace of Swords. So right now, I hear a lot of, you feel as though nothing can be done, okay? You feel bound and gagged, and you just feel like regardless of what you do, no matter what you say, what actions you take, it's going to be the same results time and time again. So messages from the angels is to ask for you to get out from that mindset, from that pattern of or ways of thinking, because if you think negatively like that, okay, whatever our thoughts are is going to be the manifestation in the 3D, okay, in our situation here. So it's very important to think positively, okay, in order to yield positive results in a situation. No matter how difficult a situation may seem to you right now because you're so involved in it, but try to take a step back. I'm seeing a person taking a step back and take a look at the bigger picture, okay, from a third person point of view, so that you can kind of see the eagle eye perspective on this situation that perhaps maybe is not as bad as you seem, and it's quite easy to resolve, okay? And the best thing to do, regardless, and the best thing to do is just to, for some of you, to walk away from the situation and not entertain it any longer, okay? And then we have the King of Wands, but I see that pretty soon, for this third week, you will take action. You will take a look at it. You will be in your Emperor energy, and then you will take action. Okay, moving on to the Dream card. We will be using this Dream card, okay, as the advice from the angels with regards to the situation here for this week. All right, Spirit teams, what messages do you have for our Virgos for the third week of July, July 18th through July 24th of 2021? With regards to the situation, so we have food. What is no longer sustaining you in your real life? Where do you see yourself in the food chain? Is your life abundant or are you lacking in any area? All right, so those are questions for you to kind of think and reflect on. So what messages that's in here for you is to take a look at things from a third person's standpoint. Okay, so you can take a look at it objectively, minus the emotions. So you can see things for what it is instead of seeing things for what you want it to be. All right, which then it will make it, if it's something that no longer serves in your life and you need to get rid of it, it will make it that much easier because you're detaching from the situation rather than being in it in a way. Okay, as I was saying, you need to take a step back and take a look at it at a different angle, in ways that are more objective and more logical instead of emotional. And for some of you, I get the sense that you might be dwelling in this energy to the point where it's causing you to be depressed and causing you to be at a standstill, not wanting to do anything and not focusing on yourself, taking good care, not focusing on yourself and taking care of your body as you should. For some of you, you should really take a look at the food that you eat, cut out the junk foods and refocus your attention on the nutritions, eat something that's healthy for your body, you know, and give it that fuel that it needs in order to stay strong and healthy. Our diet is very important. Food plays an important role in sustaining our health, okay, and our well-being, both mind, body, and spirit, okay? Because if we're not giving our body the fuel that it needs to nourish our body like it should, it's going to cause our brain to fog up, and it's going to make us depressed to some extent too, because a lot of unhealthy people, if you watch their diet and what they eat a lot of junk food, okay? And you need to eat food that will help to nourish your body, to help make you feel alive, food with live enzymes, you know, fresh fruits and vegetables, so that it feeds and fuels your body and help to invigorate your cells so that it can function at its optimal level. Because I'm very attuned to this red, her red ribbon and the red apple here. The color red is very important too. And here you need to, I feel that a lot of you are lacking that passion, or your flames are kind of like burning out in a sense, because you're tired and you're bogged down with this Eight of Swords energy here. And then transformation, 28. Is that 2? Yeah, 2 plus 8 is 10 equals 1. So it's a new beginning, all right? So this whole situation right here that's about to happen, or perhaps it's already happening, is a continuation of that from previous weeks into this third week of July. It's going to push you into this new beginning. This chapter right here needs to end. You need to wrap it up in order for new energies to come through, okay, to create this transformation in you. So it says, commit to acting on new ideas and longings, take a leap of faith, begin again. All right, Spirit is calling for you to have faith in the divine, to take a chance on things, on new ideas, on new situations, and don't be fearful to speak your truth, to speak your mind on whatever subject this is that is calling for justice. No one is going to do it for you but you. You need to stand up for yourself here. You can't keep quiet any longer, because the more I sense a passive aggressiveness here, okay, where you feel like, oh, if you just brush it under the rug, things will resolve itself, things will work itself out, but that is not it. You need to speak up. Journey 29, 9, 10, 11. So with Journey, it says, do things in a different way, take a new route, believe your life is only part of one long journey, be prepared for adventure. Yes. Perhaps for some of you who are in a situation where you feel as though you're trapped within your own home or within your own responsibilities, you feel like you can't wiggle your way out of it. There is a way out of it. It's just that you need to open your eyes and you need to release, let go of control is what I'm hearing, so that you can free yourself from this energy here, whatever it may be. Okay, relationship, work-wise. I understand it's not as easy as, you know, as the saying goes, it's easier said than done. It's true, very true, because sometimes it takes years for some people to get out from this energy. But there's no time like the present is what I'm hearing. There's no time like the present, and you are here on this channel viewing, or I sense that you're going from tarot cards to tarot card reading to find ways to resolve this, to go about this, or to gain insight on the situation. And many times you might have come upon different messages from different tarot card readings, and yet all the messages are saying the same thing or similar things, okay, that you need to get out from this situation. And you're, you know, in your mind, you want to, the other half is saying, I want to, and the other half is saying, but I can't, because if I leave this situation, for some who have a lot of family responsibilities, right, on their plate, who is going to take care of X, Y, and Z? Okay, so you're all worried about this. Like I said, it's a lot, has to do a lot with control issues, okay, or even in your job, where you want to leave that job to pursue a different career or an adventure, go on an adventure, but yet you're afraid of the unknown. You're afraid to take that leap because you're comfortable, despite the fact that you might not be happy with what is going on in your personal life right now, in your family life, in your relationship, or in your work life, you know, in your work environment. But you're kind of finding that comfort knowing what is to be expected, you know, day to day, because it's the status quo for you, you know, it's a routine for you, and you know what's going to happen, and so you kind of find solace in that, and you're kind of, it's kind of comforting in a way, because the word complacent, is that the word that I want to use? Complacent? Not really, but I don't know, it's like you just, it's in your comfort zone, okay? It's what you know, and so you're comfortable in it, but not necessarily happy. It doesn't necessarily bring you joy, okay? It might have brought you joy in the past, but you know, you evolved, we all grow, evolve, change with time, our interests, our beliefs, our values, the way we view the world. It's time for a change, and you need to get out from your comfort zone, is the message here, okay? Because life is a lifelong journey. It's not meant to just end right here where we're at, okay? Because, you know, it's not, because a lot of times with Disney movies, right, for example, Disney movies with prince and princesses, and they find each other and they live happily ever after, and they create this life together, have a family, a husband, wife, children, you know, but life isn't like that. Okay, so yeah, sure, you found the one, or someone who you view as the one, and then you settle down with them, and then you have kids with them, but at the back of your mind, you want more, okay? You want to go on an adventure, you want to travel the world, but What about your partner? Perhaps your partner might not want the same thing as you. Perhaps they're content in where they're at right now in terms of family life and career. Then what? Okay, then you're stuck. Then you feel as though you're stuck in this relationship, in this life that you've created yourself, that a life that other people, outsiders, would view as a great life, because you have it all, right? You have the nice homes, you have the good husband, the kids, the wife, everything, a house, a home that you own, okay, good jobs. What more can anyone ask for? Okay, everyone wants that type of life. But then for some of us here, not all of you, but for some, might not feel fulfilled just living that kind of life day to day. Okay, you might feel like you're trapped now in this life. You want to go out and find your purpose and kind of like seek what is out there for you, and a new and like perhaps humanitarian work of some sort, missionary, going to different countries to help out the poor in third world countries and things of that nature. Okay, I'm sensing. So some energies coming through here for some of you, not all of you. Okay, which is why you feel like you're in this Eight of Swords energy. And then some of you may feel like no one understands you, no one understands where you're coming from. So you feel left out in the cold. So with this heart, Three of Pentacles here, it doesn't necessarily denote that, you know, you're in a breakup, but more so of like the energy of not being understood by people. And then some of you may very well be, you know, finding out this revelation of your partner is not being faithful towards you, and you will find that out quite soon. For some, you just want to go out and explore and see the world. There's more to the world than what you know that is before you. And you want to go and have an adventure, as this card say. You want to go on a road trip. You want to go out of town just to travel. I have this Osho card right here that I will be selecting a card from this pile here. It's a sutra. In the front, it's a sutra. It has pictures, on different pictures for each card, and on the back there's an explanation of what the sutra means, and I'll be reading those to you, and then you can just take it and contemplate and ponder on it and reflect on it, food for thought, you know, for the upcoming week, for the third week of July. Perhaps some information in the explanation can help you out with some things that you are going through right now. Okay, Spirit teams, what sutra do you want our Virgos to reflect on for the third week of July? And it looks like that one. A mind beyond judgments, watches and understands. So you have this sutra. I will be reading the explanations from the booklet. Since the back of the card, then we have like a snippet of it from the book. And this is a number 6, 38. The sutra says, a mind beyond judgments watches and understands. Don't consider what is right and what is wrong. Because if you consider what is right and what is wrong, you will be divided. You will become a hypocrite. You will pretend the right and you will do the wrong. And the moment you consider what is right and what is wrong, you become attached. You become identified. You certainly become identified with the right. For example, you see on the side of the road a $100 bill. It may have fallen from somebody's pocket. Now the question arises, to take it or not to take it. One part of you says it is perfectly right to take it. Nobody is looking. Nobody will ever suspect. and you are not stealing. It is just lying there. If you don't take it, somebody else is going to take it anyway. So why miss it? It is perfectly right. But another part says this is wrong. This money does not belong to you. It is not yours. In a way, in an indirect way, it is stealing. You should inform the police, or if you don't want to be bothered with it, then go ahead, forget all about it. Don't even look back. This is greed, and greed is a sin. Now, these two minds are there. One says it is right, take it. The other says it is wrong, don't take it. With which mind are you going to identify yourself? You are certainly going to identify with the mind that says it is immoral, because that is more ego satisfying. You are a moral person. You are not ordinary. Anybody else would have taken the $100 bill. In such times of difficulty, people don't think of such delicacies. You will identify yourself with the moral mind, but there is every possibility you will take the money. You will identify yourself with the moral mind, and you will wait a minute. It's repeating itself. Sorry, I thought I was rereading the same line. Okay. You will identify yourself with the moral mind, and you will disidentify yourself from the mind that is going to take the money. You will condemn it deep down. You will say it's not right. It is the sinner in me, the lower part, the condemned part. You will keep yourself aloof from it. You will say, I was against it. It was my instinct. It was my unconscious. It was my body. It was my mind that persuaded me to do it. Otherwise, I knew that it was wrong. I am the one who knows that it was wrong. You always identify yourself with the right, the moralistic attitude, and you disidentify from the immoral act, although you do it. This is how hypocrisy arises. To go beyond judgments of good and bad is the way of watchfulness, and it is through watchfulness that transformations happen. This is the difference between morality and awareness. Morality says, choose the right and reject the wrong. Choose the good and reject the bad. Awareness says, simply watch both. Don't choose at all. Remain in a choiceless consciousness. Okay? I hope that helps, and I hope this resonates. If it does, please give a like and thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye!